Good morning and good evening, everyone. I am the group leader of Group 1, and we will be discussing our research about enhancing construction site safety at Prime Pacific Marines and Industrial Services Corporation. And I would like to introduce our table of content, which has the abstract, the Chapter 1 introduction, and its surrounding with the other topic, Chapter 2 review related literature, and the Chapter 3 which is the methodology. And I would like to continue with our abstract. Construction environment are inherently hazardous, with risks stemming from heavy machinery, working at heights, and exposure to various materials. Despite advancement in safety technology and um, protocols, accidents still occur, leading to injuries, financial losses, and project delays. Before I continue to our introduction, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Ernest K. Chula Gabriel, the group leader of Group 1. So to continue, in recent years, the construction industry has witnessed several incidents that highlights the urgent need for improvement safety measures. Factors such as inadequate training, inconsistent enforcement of safety policies, and insufficient hazard identification processes have contributed to ongoing safety challenges. The increasing complexity of construction project requires a proactive approach to safety that can adapt to emerging risks. Our study aims to identify common safety hazards, analyze the root causes of incidents, and propose effective solutions to mitigate these risks. By focusing on fostering a culture of safety awareness, and we hope to enhance the overall safety practices at Prime Pacific, protecting employees and ensuring timely project completion.
Good day, everyone. I'm J. Bandre Bruma, and I will be explaining our theoretical and conceptual framework. For our theoretical framework, we use Heinrich domino theory, but first, Herbert William Heinrich was an American industrial safety expert known for his influential work on workplace safety. He introduced the domino theory in the 1930s, which shows that accidents results from a sequence of events like falling dominoes. Heinrich argued that if one domino in the sequence, such as unsafe arc or condition, can be eliminated, the chain of events leading to an accident can be stopped. And here's the breakdown of the domino. From figure 3, there's ancestry. This refers to inherited traits such as physical or mental conditions that might put individuals to accidents. And next one is social environment. This include factors such as poverty, overcrowding, and lack of education, which can contribute to unsafe behaviors or conditions. And next, fault of person. This refers to the personal factors such as carelessness, inattentions, or lack of training that can lead to accidents. Next is unsafe act or mechanical or physical hazard. This is the immediate cause of the accident resulting from either unsafe actions by individual or unsafe conditions in the workplace. Next is accident. This is the event that occur such as fall, fire, or collisions. And lastly, injury. This is the final outcome of the accident resulting in physical harm or damage. Now in figure 4, the image shows a series of dominoes representing the factors that contributes to an accident. The domino labeled unsafe act or mechanical or physical hazard is highlighted as the central factor in the accident sequence. This means that addressing this factor is important for preventing accidents. The domino effect, the dominoes are shown in falling in sequence, demonstrating how one factor leads to the next. And lastly, figure 5, the domino labeled unsafe act or mechanical or physical hazard is removed from the sequence. The removal of this central factor is shown to disrupt the chain of events, preventing the dominoes from falling and preventing the accident. Heinrich's idea was relevant to our study since it promotes risk management, which benefits construction safety managers. The domino theory provides a clear framework for understanding the causal chain of accidents, which is directly relevant to our study. It highlights the importance of both unsafe acts like human behavior and unsafe conditions, for example, environmental factors in accidents causation, and both of which are usual in construction environment. By understanding the sequence of events leading to accidents, the theory can guide the development of preventive measures to address both human and environmental factors. Common unsafe acts include unsafe equipment, lack of personal protective equipment, and unsafe work practices. Common mechanical or physical hazards include falling object, electrical hazard, hazardous materials, and confined spaces. And employees and workers must work together to implement effective safety measures. Employers should provide comprehensive safety training, conduct regular safety inspections, enforce safety policies, and provide enough PPE, and workers should follow safety procedures, report hazards, and participate in safety training. The domino theory has been a long-standing and widely accepted model in occupational safety, including construction. Its simplicity and practicality make it easy to apply in various settings. The theory can be used to analyze and address a variety of hazards such as fall from heights, electrical shocks, and equipment failures. It can improve the development of safety policies and safety policies, training programs, and hazard identification and control measures. For our conceptual framework, we use the Safety Management System or SMS as a framework. The framework displays the relationship between the essential components of SMS and their effects on workplace safety results. It emphasizes the importance of management commitment, hazard identification, risk assessment, and personal training and constant improvement. Let me explain each. First, safety observation. This serves as the foundation of the SMS. It involves identifying and assessing potential hazards and risks within the workplace. This observation can be conducted through regular inspections, audits, and employee feedback. Next is management components. These sections highlights the essential element that need to be in place for effective safety management. These include workplace environment, safety policies and regulation, safety training and education, management commitment, and worker behavior and attitudes. Next is risk assessment. This process involves evaluating the potential risk associated with identified hazards and determining the likelihood and severity of accidents or injuries. This information is crucial for prioritizing safety measures and allocating resources effectively. And next is enhanced workplace safety. The ultimate goal of the SMS is to create a safer and healthier workplace. This can be achieved through reduced number of accidents, increased compliance with safety rules, improved worker awareness, and delivering effective safety training. The framework includes a safety observation component that requires constant monitoring and assessment of potential dangers. This guarantees safety management remains a dynamic process that responds to changing workplace conditions and detects possible risks. Employees are also essential to the framework's success. They are in charge of identifying dangers, reporting events, and promoting safe work practice. Their active engagement in safety activities contributes to the development of a strong safety culture and a sense of responsibility over workplace safety. However, while evaluating the effectiveness of safety management can be difficult, the framework gives a starting point for measurement. They can analyze the efficacy of their safety programs by analyzing indicators such as accident rate, compliance to safety rules, and employee awareness of safety concern. Furthermore, the framework is flexible. By conducting risk assessment and identifying a specific risk, the company can prioritize safety measures that are most relevant to their operations. In addition, safety training can be customized to the specific demands and problems. And lastly, the framework shows the significance for constant safety training and education to keep employees informed and engaged. They should avoid negligence by offering regular updates on safety measures and emergency procedures.
Statement of the problem. This study aims to explore effective strategies for enhancing construction site safety, ensuring that workers can operate in a secure environment while maintaining productivity. The first question is, what challenges does the employees face in implementing and enforcing safety protocols? This question focuses on understanding the barriers that workers experience when trying to follow or apply safety protocols on the construction site. This question is important because identifying these challenges can help in designing solutions that make safety protocols more practical and easier to enforce. Second question. Does the existing safety training program influence workers' awareness regarding site safety? This question explores the effectiveness of current safety training programs in raising awareness about safety issues. It assesses whether workers are genuinely more conscious or risk after training or if the program needs improvement to be more impactful. Third question, what practices can be implemented to further enhance safety protocols at construction sites? This question looks at potential new strategies or methods that could improve safety. By considering new practices, companies can proactively enhance their safety measures rather than waiting for accidents to reveal gaps. Last question. How does the company evaluate to improve workplace safety to lower the number of accidents? This question focuses on the evaluation and feedback process that the company uses to monitor and improve workplace safety. Evaluating safety performance is key to making data-driven improvements that reduce accidents and ensure a safer working environment. Overall, each of these questions helps explore different dimensions of construction site safety, from identifying challenges and assessing the effectiveness of training to proposing new safety enhancement and evaluating the current safety protocols. Together, they guide the study to develop a well-rounded approach to improving safety in a higher-risk industry like construction.
The hypothesis suggested that improving safety training programs, enforcing safety protocols more strictly, and adopting innovative technologies will significantly reduce accidents and injuries on construction sites at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation. Enhanced training equips workers to recognize hazards, respond effectively, fostering a culture of safety. Stricter enforcement ensures adherence to safety rules, minimizing negligence. Furthermore, innovative technologies such as wearable devices and drones enhance monitoring and hazard identification. Together, these strategies create a safer work environment, leading to better outcomes for both employees and the organization.
Scope and delimitation. The focus of this research pertains to the employees of Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation with the objective of improving the company's safety standards. This means identifying areas where safety practices could be improved, understanding existing gaps, and proposing solutions to minimize accidents, injuries, and other safety-related issues at the company. In addition, the research is confined to assessing the company's safety standards regarding lack of supervision or management. This refers to situations where management may not be adequately monitoring or enforcing safety protocols. If management are not ensuring that safety measures are followed, it can increase the likelihood of accidents. Next is immediate repercussions. This involves assessing how quickly and effectively the company responds to safety violations or accidents. Then, accidental occurrences, events that could result in harm to individuals or damage to property. The research will focus on understanding how such events are handled and what could be done to reduce their frequency. And mistakes or losses. This looks at errors or losses whether due to human error, mechanical failure, or inadequate safety protocols and assesses how this can be minimized. Moreover, the research was limited to the 98% of preventable accidents, as indicated by H.W. Heinrich, which suggests that most accidents are caused by unsafe acts or conditions and are preventable.
Definitions of terms. First definitions of terms is construction site. Refers to the physical locations where the construction activities of Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporations are conducted. This site consists of various elements such as materials, equipment, equipment, and workers that work together to achieve construction project. By studying site conditions, procedures, and safety protocols. And safety protocols, the evaluations aims to identify and improve safety aspects to prevent accidents and hazard. Next is complexity. Complexity emphasizes the need to consider all aspects of the construction site to improve safety and prevent accident. Enhanced safety measures refers to the improved protocols and practices implemented to minimize risk and ensure the well-being of workers on construction site. Their impact on reducing accidents, improving worker morale, and promoting a culture or safety within the organization. Next is hazard. A hazard refers to any conditions or situation that has the potentials to cause harm, injury, or damage to workers, equipment, or the environment. In this study, hazards are systematically identified and analyzed to develop strategies aimed at minimizing risks and improving overall safety protocols. Inadequate. Inadequate refers to the inefficient safety measures, protocols, or training that fail to meet the necessary standards for ensuring worker safety. This term can be used to describe situations where existing safety practices are lacking or ineffective, leading to an increased risk of accidents or injuries on site. By identifying these inadequate elements, your study aims to propose improvements that can enhance overall safety and compliance the industry regulations. Inherently hazardous environment refers to settings where natural conditions or operational activities pose significant risk to health and safety by understanding the unique hazard, such as working at height, exposure to heavy machinery, and environment factors. Strategies can be developed to mitigate risk, implement safety protocols, and promote a culture of safety among workers. Occupational health and safety refers to the practices and policies aimed to ensuring the physical and mental well-being of workers in their workplace. It encompasses regulations, procedures, and preventive measures designed to minimize risk, prevent accidents, and promote a safety worker environment. This includes conducting safety training for workers utilizing personal protective equipment, PPE, and establishing emergency response procedure. Next is personal protective equipment or PPE. PPE is used to mitigate risks associated with construction activities such as falls, electrical hazard, chemical exposure, and heavy machinery operation. This includes evaluating the effectiveness of training programs, ensuring the workers are equipped occupied with appropriate PPE and fostering a culture of safety on site. Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Service Corporations. In this study, Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Service Corporation serve as a case study to explore and enhance construction site safety practices. The corporations know for this involvement in marine and industrial contexts for analyzing safety protocols, risk management strategies, and compliance with industry standards. Next is proactive approach. I apply this approach by systematically identifying risks through regular site inspection, safety audits, and employee feedback. By prioritizing training programs and developing comprehensive safety protocols, I aim to create a culture of safety that minimizes accidents and promote awareness among all workers. Risk assessment is systematic process used to identify, evaluate, and prioritize potential hazards that could impact the safety and health of workers in a construction environment. It involves analyzing risks associated with a specific task equipment and working conditions to determine appropriate control measures. Next is safety culture. Safety culture refers to the shared beliefs, practices, and attitude within our organization regarding safety. It it encompasses the values and behaviors that prioritize safety over competing goals. A strong safety culture fosters an environment where all employees are engaged in safety practices, feel empowered to report unsafe conditions, and prioritize risk management. As of definitions of terms is safety training. Safety training is educational programs designed to inform employees about safety protocols and emergency procedures essentials for ensuring a safe working environment at Prime Pacific Marine Industrial Service Corporation.
Prime Pacific Marines and Industrial Services Corporation can benefit from learning from the experiences of construction companies worldwide. This research review explores international research on construction site safety to identify the effective strategies and interventions that have proven successful in other contexts. The construction industry faces a significant challenge with a high rate of industrial injuries and fatalities, making it a high-risk field. NSNU, in a study published in April 2019, highlighted the importance of evaluating the effectiveness of safety management systems or SMS in this industry. YU emphasizes the need to compare the quality and level of achievement of SMS with the actual safety performance of construction projects. However, a major obstacle is the lack of sufficient data on construction accidents, making direct comparisons difficult. YU proposes utilizing proxies or alternate indicators to evaluate safety performance in order to work with this. To improve industry safety, it is also important to determine the motivating elements that affect the SMS efficacy and quality. In order to reduce risk and enhance safety results in the construction industry, YU's research emphasizes the vital necessity for strong safety protocols and techniques based on data. In the construction industry, workplace accidents have an important human cost that affects both employees and businesses. These accidents have a negative impact on public perception, financial outcomes, and productivity. Construction companies have responded to this by combining safety into their operations through the implementation of safety management systems. As of October 2019, on-site accidents and injuries continue to be a persistent problem regardless of these plans. Even though construction safety has improved over the last few decades, accidents are still a possibility because of the inherent risks involved in the job, which include working at heights, operating heavy machines, and handling dangerous materials. This points out the need of continuing research and development of new safety technology, encouraging a safety-conscious culture among staff members, and encouraging cooperation between industry stakeholders in order to exchange best practices and lessons gained. The construction sector can only successfully address the problem of occupational accidents and establish a safer working environment for everyone by making a concentrated and consistent effort. With a high accident rate, the construction industry remains one of the most hazardous in the world, even with extensive safety programs. As of January 2020, the need for enhanced safety procedures is still urgent and necessitates a multifaceted strategy. Other factors also contribute to the issue, even though the potential hazards of, of construction work, such as working at heights, running heavy machinery, and handling hazardous materials, all play a part. Uh, this includes lack investment in safety technology and equipment, and a lack of knowledge about safety procedures, and also a lack of enforcement of legislation and poor safety training. One of the biggest challenges facing the construction business is accidents that can cause major injuries, fatalities, and damage to equipment. This passage, which was probably taken from November 2019 study project, shows how important it is to avoid or reduce these types of incidents. In order to point out the proactive aspects of safety precautions, the language defines safety as being guarded from damage or unfavorable outcomes. Through the identification of accident causes and the development of safety precautions, the project is trying to assess construction site safety and highlight the significance of proactive approach to safety in the construction sector.
Based on the local study from Dexter M. Tallado's study, Health and Safety in the Construction Industry in Catanduanes, Philippines. This research focuses on the use of mandates of the Department of Labor and Employment in regards to safety and health training programs for workers in the construction industry. However, the concern of the incident still persists. The research demonstrates that construction industry's workers are aware of safety measures but do not follow them because of discomfort, internalized, and poor practices. For instance, construction industry's workers are usually resistant to wearing safety equipment, especially helmets, due to the nobility or awkwardness of the equipment, which may encourage unsafe behaviors. The research settles on the conclusion that it is paramount to engage in repeated safety training, safety attitude modification, and affirmative safety behavior training, all in bid to minimize dangers experienced in construction sites. It is highly relevant to our research as it reveals that it is not enough to just put safety programs in place. Workers have to learn to appreciate the worth of peace, realizing that the feelings of discomfort, beliefs influence the failure to comply, allows us to confront these factors that cause breaches of safety policies. This corresponds with our intention of enhancing the safety culture in Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation, as we seek to recommend strategies that not only seek compliance with rules but also seek to change the attitude and behaviors of the employees in the positive manner. This study emphasizes the complexity of defining the construction industry due to its broad range of activities and how integral it is to the economy. Written by Maricol Latoja and Dixon Lim as part of the project commissioned by the Bureau of Local Employment. It highlights the key roles that construction plays in both employment and the overall economic landscape in the Philippines. In simple terms, this study shows how essential the construction industry for building everything from homes to major infrastructures like roads and bridges. It clarifies that building does not only mean erecting structures, but also creating employment and room for expansion. This aids in our research as it shows that enhancing safety measures on the construction sites protects the workers and the economy as well. Doing rehabilitative corrective work on a construction site allows for fewer accidents, meaning the project will be finished early at a lower cost. This focuses on safety and therefore is directed towards these concerns of enhancing productivity and economic research justify and relevance and importance of this study. This study, titled Quantitative Analysis and Correlation Between Safety Perception and Worker Performance of Construction Workers in Pampanga, Philippines, by John Vincent G. Tongol, Ridolf P. Palma, Renzo L. Tala, Rick Donald S. Manzon, and Estrelita L. Bernardo, looks into the influence of safety awareness on the performance of construction workers. It shows that when workers become more aware of the risks surrounding them at the construction site, their performance level tends to go down as they become more careful not to cause accidents. However, the same workforce performs better when they are assured that all safety measures are in place. This means that the implementation of the safety measures is not enough because they should be active for workers to be productive. This finding is particularly relevant to our research because it emphasizes the importance of active safety enforcement in improving workers' performance. Accident can be minimized and productivity maximized on construction fields by placing safety concern at the forefront. It supports our aims to encouraging safety in all undertakings in the case of Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Service Corporation, where it is not only about having safety policies but also about having them fully practiced. This will help in exposing the weakness and finding the best ways possible to mitigate it in order to create conducive working environment. This local study emphasized the importance of safety on construction projects, particularly road construction, to protect both workers and the public. The study by Jen Ignacio, Errol Jean Santos, Patrick Socorro, Dr. Noel Florin Conja, Dr. Lorinda Pascual, and Dr. Jenny Subia focuses on the role of safety measures and warning signs in preventing accidents. Their findings revealed that while personal protective equipment and barriers are often in place, there is room for improvements, especially in ensuring that traffic and warning signs are visible, particularly at night. This insight suggests that even when basic safety practices are followed, Visibility and proper signage are critical to preventing accidents, especially for motorists passing through construction sites at night. This study is relevant to our research because it highlights the need for proactive safety measures such as clear warning signs and traffic management, which directly align with our focus on improving safety protocols at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation. Implementing similar improvements in signage and visibility could significantly reduce the risk of accident on construction sites. By learning from these findings, we can enhance safety measures not only for workers but also for those indirectly affected by construction, like motorists.
Based on the Lotus study from Justin Kenneth Trusenia, causes of accidents and construction of shopping mall in a Tacloban City, a multiple causation approach. This research says that accidents happen because of a few different things. First, it's important to make sure workers know how to do their job safely. They need to be trained properly and understand the risks involved. It's also important to have good safety plans in place, like what to do in case of an emergency. And of course, workers need to wear the right safety gear, like helmets, gloves, and protect themselves. But it's not just about the workers. Sometimes accidents happen because of things like poor supervision, using the wrong tools or materials, or even having weak foundation for a building. So we need to look at the whole picture and make sure everything is done right to keep everyone safe. This research provides a roadmap for developing a comprehensive safety program that goes beyond just enforcing rules. We need to ensure workers are properly trained, safety plans are in place, and the right tools and materials are being used. By addressing these multiple factors, we can create a safer work environment at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation, ultimately contributing a cultural and safety where everyone feels responsible for their own well-being and the well-being of others. Based on the Lotus study from Reno Anthony M. Dimitorio, Rosem A. Ancheta Jr., Landon A. Ocampo, Denise L. Capuyan, and Raylan G. Capuna, an investigation of the intra-locality differences in health and safety implementation of construction industries. This research says that we need to do a better job of making sure everyone understands how important safety is on construction sites. It's not just about the workers though, it's about everyone involved, from the company owners to the people who live near the construction site. Everyone needs to be aware of safety and how they can help make things safer. This research is important for us because it shows us that we need to focus on creating a culture of safety. It's not enough to just have rules and training programs. We need to make sure that everyone understands why safety is important and how they can contribute to a safer work environment. This is what we're trying to do at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation. This means that simply having safety rules and training program isn't enough. Everyone involved in a construction project, from the company owners to the local community, needs to understand their role in creating a safe environment. This finding is crucial for our research because it emphasizes the need to go beyond simply enforcing rules and instead focus on building a culture of safety. By understanding the importance of shared responsibility and awareness, we can develop strategies to improve safety practices at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Service Corporation. This research helps us move beyond just teaching safety rules and instead focus on changing attitudes and behaviors to create a safer work environment for everyone. Based on the local study from Shah A.M. Abianza and Riza Erica Aguilar, Smart Construction Best, a new step towards the future of occupational health and safety management system for construction in the Philippines. This research is looking at a new tool that could help, a smart vest that can track workers and alert them to dangers. It's like a super-powered safety vest. They want to see if this vest can help keep workers safe by warning them about things like falling objects or dangerous chemicals. But the researchers also point out that even with new tools like this, we still have accidents happening. Sometimes it's because people make mistakes, but sometimes it's because the old ways of managing safety just aren't enough. We need to find new ways to keep everyone safe. We need to be open to using new technology like this smart bus. But we also need to think about how we can improve the way we manage safety in general. That's what we're trying to do at Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation. We want to find the best way to keep our workers safe and make sure they go home at the end of the day. It aligns with our research topic by emphasizing the need for continuous improvement and exploration of new solutions to enhance safety. By discussing the potential of smartless and the need for broader improvements in safety management, you're directly addressing the need to improve safety performance and create a more positive and proactive safety culture within Prime Pacific Marines and Industrial Services Corporation.
Research design. Our study aims to explore how the safety practices are implemented on construction sites and how effective they are to achieve this. We use a quantitative approach by conducting surveys with construction workers. By asking structured questions, we were able to collect data that help us identify patterns in their attitude and behaviors toward safety protocols. Our goal was to use this insight to understand the current safety culture and find ways to improve it. Sampling method. In this study, we will use a purposive sampling method. This means we will select people who play important roles at the construction site, such as the engineers, timekeepers, and thus involved in safety practices. The goal will be able to get a specific insight from those who are directly involved or responsible for safety on site. Due to time and access limitation, we will limit our study to 10 participants from Prime Pacific Marine and Industrial Services Corporation.
The respondents consisted of 10 individuals. The respondents are the construction workers, each holding key roles in construction site operation. These roles include engineers, timekeepers, welding, foremen, mason, carpenters, and fitters. Each respondent contribute unique insight based on their experience, helping to identify current safety challenge and potential improvement in protocols.
Good day everyone, I'm Angelica Mei Servito and now I'm going to explain our research instrument used in construction site safety study. The primary instrument used in this research was Google Form questionnaire, which include 4 questions that gives the information and gather valuable insights from industry professionals. Quantitative data. The researchers use a survey questionnaire that is adapted from Henry's Jury. General information about the respondents such as their job roles, past experience, and familiarity with safety protocols consisted of structured questions designed to measure respondents' perception and attitude towards the safety practices on construction sites. Respondents were asked to express their opinion on various statements related to safety awareness, enforcement of protocols, and safety effectiveness. So as we explore the world of construction site safety, it becomes evident that understand the perception and attitude of industry professionals is important. To achieve this, our research used a Google Form question as the primary instrument. This innovative approach enabled us to gather valuable insights from multiple respondents. We focus on gathering general information about the respondents. This data allow us to contextualize the response and identify, and we invite them to share their opinions on critical aspects or honest thoughts that we gain a deeper understanding of industry safety cultures. Our goal is to contribute meaningful to the enhancement of construction site safety practices by analyzing response collected through our question. We aim to identify both strengths and weaknesses Within the cover safety protocols, our findings are intended to inform recommendations that can lead to improved safety outcomes on construction sites. Statistical treatment of data. The data collected from Google Forms was exported into spreadsheet for analysis. Descriptive statistics such as frequency, counts, and percentage were used to summarize the data. Given the sample size of 10 respondents, statistical analysis focused on identifying patterns and trends within the response from carpenters, fitter, mason, engineering, timekeepers, welding, and foremen. Using spreadsheet, we analyze the answers to each question, ensuring the accuracy of the results. As we explore and understand the perception of construction site safety, we gather the valuable insights from 10 respondents representing their roles. Our journey began by exporting the Google Forms data into spreadsheet. By engaging in data-driven approach, we have successfully captured the collective voice of industry professionals. Our findings bear the potential to significant influence and construction site safety, prepare for culture characterized by responsibility and mutual respects. Our statistical treatment of data was methodological and insightful process. We have various patterns, trends, and insights, importantly lending a voice to the experts who are shaping to the future of construction industry. It is through this conversation and analysis that we hope to foster an environment that emphasizes safety, accountability, and continuous improvement in construction practices.